Hi everyone, welcome to Healing with Love. Thank you so much for joining us. Boop. So today's video is going to be Reiki for synchronicity. So we're just going to discuss a little bit about synchronicity. We've got our crystals here that I'm going to be using. And before I begin, I would like for you to please say out loud or in your head, I accept this Reiki from Marisela. Okay, so I'm going to begin first. We're just going to do some quick symbols before we start. Okay, guys, so let me just, we want to take 3 deep breaths, and I'm going to start just by combing through the aura. We just want to make sure we clear the channels, let that energy flow through from the Earth Star up to the Soul Star, to the Stellar Gateway. Just moving that energy up. Okay, so we're going to begin. First off, I would love to take a moment to thank Jamie for this beautiful serpentine necklace and matching earrings. And the reason I'm mentioning them is because it's part of the synchronicity. So I was trying to figure out what my next video was going to be. I was going to do a couple videos, and when this necklace came, I was like, maybe I'll do something around that. I wasn't too sure. Then I was cleaning out my storage box, and as I pulled one of the boxes out, this fell onto the floor. Serpentine. Reminds me of the Guns N' Roses song. Serpentine, ooh, ah. Welcome to the jungle. But anywho, so this is going to be kind of like a video. It's almost alignment. So I've got a few crystals here. I'm going to read them off. So we've got ruby, and these are all great crystals that are used for synchronicity. I've got one in particular that I'm going to focus on in this video, but I'm going to do a couple. So immediately we started with selenite, because selenite helps us to clear any blocks in our energy field, but it also opens up that crown chakra, and that crown chakra is that oneness with everything, right? It's realizing that I am you and you are me, and there is no separation. So that connection allows for these deep, meaningful synchronicities to happen in our lives. So Carl Jung has a quote, and it says, synchronicity is the coming together of inner and outer events in a way that cannot be explained by cause and effect, and that is meaningful to the observer. And usually a lot of these events occur when you are in a very emotional state. So, let's say, marriage, or somebody passed away, or something that brings about deep emotion. But mainly it is, synchronicity occurs when we are in alignment with the universe, when we are in alignment with source, when our energy is clear, coming through from the root to the crown, and that energy is moving through. Okay, so immediately we got ruby. So these are all, I'm not going to explain the full qualities of each crystal, you can look them up, but I'm just pulling them out because they are great for synchronicity. So we got ruby, and this is all about the root chakra, and it's about passion and releasing fear. So fear is one of the main blocks to spiritual awakening, because people are, can be afraid. It can be a scary experience. So here we go. I'm just gonna, I wish one day I'm gonna get a better camera, but for now, it's just gonna focus here. Next, okay, so we're moving on to the clear quartz. We got a little Merkaba, which is the light body, and that is, the pyramid up and down, so the balance. And my left ear is ringing. One of the keys to synchronicity is being balanced. Left and right brain, not being too skeptical, that you don't believe in these things or you don't see the deep meaning in them. And not being overly, where you see everything as a sign, right? Because sometimes you can be overwhelmed with synchronicities and signs everywhere. So we want to stay balanced, almost like riding a surfboard. Okay. Next, we've got, oh, goodness gracious. Oh, there's a little girl right there. She being sneaky? Is she being sneaky? Just a smiley. Okay. So, let's continue. We pulled out chaurite, so we got chaurite here. All right, we got chaurite. This is a great crystal for the third eye and the crown, especially for dreams. Okay. Then we got, it's actually in this little thing here, we've got Udalite. And Udalite is great for the Zeal chakra, which is the voice of God, they call it, because it's a connection to the spirit realm, to the spirit world. Light language comes through the Zeal chakra. When it's awakening, it's at the divot at the back of the skull, and sometimes when it awakens, you start to get headaches, like at the base of the skull, the medulla oblongata. So, how does spirit sometimes speaks to you in synchronicity, right? God speaks to you sometimes in synchronicity. There's an old image that goes around the internet that says, synchronicity is a wink from the universe, like, I gotcha. Okay, then we got malachite. Malachite's great for the heart chakra, clearing out any stagnant energy, forgiveness, compassion. Okay. Then we've got moldavite. Moldavite is from a meteor, so it comes from the stars. It's a great crystal to connect with your starseed roots. It's great for the dream state and astral travel as well. You could sleep with this under your pillow. Okay. We've got lepidolite. And once again, this is a lilac color. This is great for the crown and the third eye as well. Seeing. The third eye is I see, and the crown is I understand. So that's your ability to see and understand the messages that they're coming through. So a lot of people begin to see synchronicities in the form of numbers per se. Let's take numbers for example, but they don't know what the number means. They just know that they're seeing the sequence. Now the crown chakra opening up is understanding why you're seeing that particular sequence or why you're seeing that particular symbol. So the crown chakra is all about understanding, and letting go of attachments is a great way to releasing attachments. It's a great way to open up that crown chakra, realizing that nobody ever really dies. You don't need to hold on. to anything. I always say, anytime you have to let go or something, it always comes back to you in a higher vibrational form. Okay, then we got one of my favorites, Numite. I call it the magic stone. Closely associated with Merlinite stone, but this is Numite, and I also call this the Merlin stone. So this is all about magic, the magic of synchronicity. This is one of my favorite stones. And I'm going to actually set that aside because I actually want to use that with labradorite. So then we're going to move on to Snowflake Obsidian. This is also Earth Star Crown. We got the white and the black, the balance of the yin and the yang, giving that figure 8, letting that energy move from Earth to the universe, the source, right? Feeling protected, feeling safe. Okay, and my favorite to use for synchronicities is labradorite. I used to carry labradorite with me all the time, and I used to see synchronicities up the wazoo. I still do. Now it's almost to the point where I just kind of just brush them off because it's so much, and that is what I call alignment. When you see them all the time, you are aligned with the universe, and it's asking you to follow the signs, follow the synchronicities. Where are they leading you? This was a beautiful labradorite mermaid gifted to me by my friend Stars. And then we got the Numite, which is the Merlin. To me, the Merlin stone, it's all about magic. Magic with a K, harnessing the powers of the universe, the force, so to speak, right? So synchronicity. So understanding the synchronicities, understanding the sequences. I always tell people, if you're not understanding a sign that keeps coming through, Google is your friend. Open up a book. You know, the synchronicities and signs will come to you. Okay, and we're going to place these right here. And I'm just going to do and another crystal that you can use is moonstone. Okay, so we got the rainbow moonstone here. That's also great, connecting with the moon, the intuition. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep this labradorite in my hand. Be open to receive these signs and synchronicities. Like I said, it is alignment. Whenever I see synchronicity, I call it alignment. You can, and sometimes is it manifestation or is it precognition? Sometimes you can be talking about something or thinking about something and it's precognition, then you see it later. So that synchronicity is actually your foresight coming online. So that is how your psychic abilities begin to open up, distinguishing synchronicity between manifestation, between precognition. Sometimes we manifest these things into reality. Let's take, for example, people that see 11:11 and they're so excited about seeing 11:11 all the time. It's on the brain, and they begin to manifest it around them because your manifestation abilities, as you begin to awaken, they magnify tenfold. So you start manifesting things into your reality. So a synchronicity can be a manifestation. It can also be precognition, foresight, 444. So you might see 444 a lot, or the number 44, and the number 33, because 33 is all about enlightenment. And when our crown chakra begins to open up, we are enlightened. The light shoots through the crown. Another great crystal for awakening is serpentine, which is the gift that I received. I'm going to read a little bit from there. The stone of the Kundalini awakening, full sexual arousal and healing, chakra alignment and connection, snake medicine, learning to magically navigate obstacles and change with ease. So you can carry it with you, put it in a little pouch. It's great for when you are having your spiritual awakening, that sexual energy that we feel the need to release. It helps you move it up. And breath work is imperative. Keep breathing it in and breathing it out. So we move that energy from the root, from the earth star, up to our crown and back down. Music is a great way. Sometimes you will receive messages via music, because music transcends time and space. Love transcends time and space. There is no past, present, or future. Everything just is. And when you tap into source, the all that is, then you see what people would consider seeing into the future. Because you're not really seeing into the future, but something that has already happened is happening. You're tapping into that. Okay, so we're going to fluff out that aura. Pushing that energy to you, pulling in that energy from the universe, pulling that energy to you. Clearing off that third eye. We want to purify it. So I'm going to pull out my little wand and just purify that third eye so you can see clearly. And one of the symptoms of an overactive third eye is paranoia. So we want to get rid of that. We fall into a lot of conspiracy theories when we have an overactive third eye. So we want to be able to see the truth. Okay? We are all one, we are all connected. Telepathy. Some would say that telepathy, before they understand the deeper meaning of telepathy, you can be talking about a friend and then they call you and they mention the same thing, and that was you connecting to them telepathically. So telepathy is strong. I say telepathy of the heart. So if you have a strong connection with somebody, it's easier to connect telepathically with them. I have a video, I'll link it below, for Reiki for telepathy. I hope you understand it a little bit more. But it's a really beautiful experience. Remote viewing is similar. When you're able to see through the eyes of another, that's remote viewing. I've done that, worked on that for many years. And it's good to practice with somebody. You can practice with somebody and have them focus on a location, and then you know, location. I keep hearing location. Focus on a location and what you're looking at, and let them try to pick up on that. Maybe sketch what they're seeing or write down key things. So telepathy can also be a form of synchronicity. It's magical. It feels magical. It really does. And it's beautiful. And always be grateful for it. Anytime I see a synchronicity, I say thank you. And sometimes I write it down. If I see a sign 3 or more times, I write it down and make sure I note it and it means something. Sometimes a song will play twice in a row on a playlist. Usually that is very rare. So I will note that as well. Repeating songs, repeating messages. The universe will keep sending them to them until you heed it. And I know with mediumship abilities, if a person receives a message from spirit and they haven't shared that message, they'll keep getting the message until they share it. And I know that happens with me a lot. I will receive a message numerous times before I actually share it with somebody. So I always tell people, when I share a message with you, it took a lot for me to share that message. So it's okay to share a message. Don't be afraid to share, because sometimes somebody needs that synchronicity that you are sharing with them. Somebody needs to hear that message that you are sharing with them. And that's how we stay connected, right? And I'll be sharing, I'm going to have a series of synchronicity stories that I'll be sharing. They'll be short little stories. So look out for those, and you can share your own in the comments section. All right. So we're going to close this session out with some deep breaths. A little bit of labradorite, a little mermaid labradorite, a little emerald. Breathe in the magic. Breathe in alignment. You are aligned. Left brain, right brain in balance, forming the beautiful trinity to the third eye. I see clearly. I understand. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate and love all of you. Thank you all so much for just being here with me. I love you all. Namaste, everybody. We're gonna do a video with little girls. We're gonna do a little girls. We're gonna do something for little girls. Okay, you can stay right here. No, you stay right here. You stay right there. That's your spot. Okay?